was up. So
Can you wake up at 7:45 without alarm? So you're a hero.
well, I could
Saturdays.
today.
On Saturdays.
Well,
I usually don't do
wakes
this,
up.
but today I did.
He wakes up just in time for Simon's class, which is 2 p.m.
Sorry,
He wakes up
He
just
wakes up.
in time for Simon's class, which is 2 p.m.
What else? What were you talking about?
Do you know what William does?
Yeah, he's an
Yeah.
engineer. Is it right? Are you an engineer?
Yes, I'm a civil engineer.
Civil engineer.
Civil engineer. And what exactly does he do? Do you know what exactly does he do?
I think I know. Better in Portuguese to say, but in English, I think he helps to evaluate. Is it right if I say that? Evaluate.
Is it right? Ask him.
buildings. Yeah.
That's a good question for
Yes,
him.
I do.
You
That's
see
my job.
if the buildings are okay to, if they have a good value to send, because people set the buildings for the houses for a guarantee from
Loans.
loans. Yes.
So yes, that's what I do. Is to check the actual value of the house is really that value. You know?
Ask him about his job description. Yes, what is his job description?
Can you tell us your job description?
Well, I can give you detailed information about my job because I don't know the vocabulary for that, but it's quite like I don't know how to say it. Sorry.
Yes, William. Tell him he's an appraiser. Can you hear me, William?
Yes, I can hear you.
You are an appraiser, right?
Yes.
Yes, appraiser. That's appraiser. Appraiser is the person that evaluates how much something is, and you give a price value. You give a value for it. Yeah,
Give a price value.
Yeah, you give a price for it. So he is an appraiser. For example, you go see a house. So William goes to a house, checks how many rooms and how many rooms, what is the condition of the house, how good looking is the house and everything, and then he gives a price for it. Yes, he tells pretty much how much is the house value. So, and that's a business English vocabulary. He's an appraiser.
Appraiser.
What times? Well, what do you mean?
Perguntei certo? What time? Perguntei.
Yes.
Nice. I worked at IT and about 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Sorry, 10 years. And
You've been working for 10 years in IT.
Yes. I work in corporation Kinoplex.
I've heard about it. It's about cinema.
Yes, perfect. Cinema. Yes, very.
There are some kinoplexes around here.
Yes. Do you live in São Paulo?
Actually, I live in Osasco, which is a neighbor city of It's neighbor of São Paulo.
I don't know. Kinoplex in Osasco. It has.
Well, we have just 2 shopping malls that has it. It's the Osasco Plaza and the Super Shopping.
Oh, yeah. Do you like cinema?
No, I don't like much. I prefer classic movies, you know. So I can find them on YouTube, or I can buy a DVD to watch. I prefer films like that.
Oh, nice. And I like cinema. I know because como é que eu falo? Eu entro. Eu entro de graça. I go free. I
Yeah, you go to the movies for free, right? You go to the movies
Well,
for
if you
free.
enter for free,
Yeah.
so that's awesome.
Yes, I like it. My work. And you, do you like your work?
Well, I like my job.
Oh,
It's
nice.
really
It's difficult.
not so difficult. At least the job I do is not that difficult.
And
You just must keep your attention high, because there are some traps in the process, you know.
And do you practice sports?
Well, I don't practice much sports. My hobbies are playing racing games. No.
Games?
Yes. It could be a sport. It could.
Repeat?
It could be a sport. Playing racing games.
Isso poderia ser um esporte para jogar.
Yeah. But I am a fighter and academic and the game.
What?
Repeat.
You're frightened for what?
There are many sotaques,
Accents.
Accents.
different accents. What do you think about this?
Well, I also think the African English is quite difficult to understand because of this accent. Exactly for the reasons you've already put. And yeah, I think it's quite like the Irish accent or British accent, in which you say things like rice for race.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
it's quite like that. But the worst accent of all English language. Well, how do I say it correctly? The worst accent ever for all. I think of all.
Yeah.
Okay.
The worst accent of all is the Indian accent,
Oh wow.
in which if you get a native Indian
English.
speaking English, you won't understand anything, because it's very different. Their accent is too thick, and even people that are living in United States, like I've talked to Indian people living that have been living in United States for many years. Even those people have a really strong accent, a strong Indian accent, and this quite a little difficult to understand. And I think the Indian accent is the worst.
Yes. We need to.
You need to be very experienced in English language. You need to have too much contact with English until you are able to understand those people.
Yes, really. We need to pay more attention about the talk and about the context about the talk. But if you don't pay attention this, you don't understand anything, because they talk a little different, sometimes more fast or different.
Sometimes faster. As I said, I never went abroad, so I don't know Boston. I don't know those. I don't know any city outside Brazil. I know cities like Salvador, Rio, and some others Angra dos Reis too. These are the only places I went.
Do you like Angra dos Reis?
I've ever went. I like a lot because the beaches are very. You don't have those crazy waves that pushes into the sea, you know, because there was a big island in front of the city that breaks the waves.
Ah, que tem uma grande pampa.
So you have really calm beaches.
And do you like girls to Angra dos Reis or Osasco?
If I like girls in Angra,
Yeah, do you like prefer? Do you prefer girls Angra dos Reis or Osasco?
girls. Well, I prefer Osasco and São Paulo girls than Angra dos Reis
Why?
because they are not so beautiful, you know. They're not so privileged.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No, I don't. I'm looking for one.
Ele está procurando para
He should date an American girl.